Jimmy Butler has his wish, he's out of Minnesota. And just like that, Philadelphia has a new big three, one that could make serious noise in the Eastern Conference. A person with knowledge of the situation said Sunday, PHL time, that Butler is being traded to the 76ers in a package that will send Dario, Saric and Robert Covington to the Timberwolves. The person spoke to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity because the trade had not yet been announced by either team and was still pending NBA approval, which is not expected until Monday, Tuesday, PHL time. Justin Patton will also be sent to Philadelphia, and Jerryd Bayless and a 2022 second-round pick are also going to Minnesota, the person said. The Athletic first reported the agreement. Philadelphia's process led it to the second round of the playoffs last season behind two of the game's youngest brightest stars in big man Joel Embiid and point guard Ben Simmons. Butler, an elite wing and outstanding defender, will join them in a quest to rule the Eastern Conference now that LeBron James has left that league to join the Los Angeles Lakers following 8 straight trips to the NBA Finals with Miami and Cleveland. The first order of business will be making the trade official, something that could come in time to get Butler in uniform for a game at Miami on Monday, Tuesday, PHL time. The next step for Philadelphia will be coming to an agreement on an extension for Butler, a pending free agent who made clear to Minnesota that he would not be re-signing there in 2019. Translated, the Wolves had to trade him, or they would lose him for nothing over the summer. There has been Butler drama every step of the way this season. ESPN reported that at his first practice with Minnesota this fall, Butler verbally challenged players, coaches and general manager Scott Layden, while dominating in scrimmages, even when going up against stars like Karl-Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. Butler said the report was true. All my emotion came out at one time, Butler told ESPN later that day. Was it the right way to do it? No. But I can't control that when I'm out there competing. That's my love of the game. That's raw me. Me at my finest, me at my purest. That's what you're going to get inside the lines. Butler continued to be miserable in Minnesota, and the Timberwolves have gotten off to a lousy start waiting for this inevitable move. Minnesota finished a 0-5 road trip with a loss in Sacramento on Friday night, Saturday, PHL time, and is 4-9 overall, winless in 8 games on the road. Butler played in 10 of those games, averaging 21.3 points. It was a peculiar arrangement. The Timberwolves were still running things through him often, even while the worst-kept secret in the NBA was that he wanted a change of address. Plenty of teams were mentioned along the way, Houston, the Los Angeles Clippers, Miami among them, as top candidates. Butler, who turned 29 on September 14, has been an all-star in each of the last 4 seasons. There are also concerns, though they clearly didn't put off Philadelphia. Butler has missed at least 15 games in 4 of the last 5 seasons, including a career-high 23 games last year, while dealing with a knee injury. Philadelphia will become Butler's third team, after Chicago and Minnesota. He's a career 16.5-point-per-game scorer, though that is skewed by his first 2 seasons that were very meager on the scoring front. He's on pace this season to average at least 20 points for the 5th consecutive year. Welcome to the best sports city in America, quarterback Carson Wentz of the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles tweeted to Butler. Saric is in his 3rd season and averaging 11.1 points, shooting only 36%. Covington had been a starter for Philadelphia for the bulk of the last 4+ seasons and is averaging 11.3 points per game this year. Philadelphia and Minnesota don't meet until January 15, Jan. 16, PHL time. Butler's return trip to Minnesota this season would be March 30, Mar. 31, PHL time, when he's sure to be showered with boos from a Target Center crowd that jeered him at the beginning of the home opener before quickly letting up. Butler had 33 points on 10 for 12 shooting from the floor in 36 minutes that night against Cleveland, a reminder amid the drama why coach Tom Thibodeau was so eager to acquire him the year before. Thibodeau swung a draft night deal with Chicago that sent Zach Lavin, Chris Dunn and a first-round pick that became Lauri Markkanen to the Bulls for Butler, and a later first-rounder Minnesota used on Patton. In the wake of that move, long frustrated Wolves fans figured they were finally on their way to contending in the Western Conference for the first time since the Kevin Garnett era ended. Paired with Towns and Wiggins, the first overall picks in the 2015 and 2014 drafts, respectively, Butler immediately provided the experience, tenacity, and defense the Wolves were missing, in addition to his scoring touch. He loved playing for Thibodeau, his coach for his first 5 seasons with the Bulls, and they helped Minnesota get to the playoffs last spring for the first time in 14 years. But the roster never truly meshed. Butler used his brash, blunt personality to challenge Towns and Wiggins to become more consistent defenders.